You are an embodied reflection of Source. You are thus infinitely empowered, abundant, and a co-creator with your context always. You are an alchemist. Divination works because the web of life is intelligently organized with coordinated and storied agency. Let's take a look at the stories playing out now. Hello, beauties. So here we are at June 2016, and there's two things that I want to talk about that are the understories, the macro cycle storylines that are affecting all of us at this time. The first, as always, I'm going to tune into the Sabian symbol that's keyed in at the 14-degree Gemini new moon. So let's talk about that first. The symbol is two Dutch children talking to each other, exchanging their knowledge. Now, this is about connecting, it's about communicating, it's about creativity. But I would say beyond that, there's another story here, which is that these are two Dutch children. So we're talking about two individuals that speak a very distinct language, and they resonate with one another. They understand each other. So what this month, what the understory is, the macro cycle symbol for all of us on a collective level is speaking to this month of June, from this June 4th to the July 4th Gemini new moon cycle. This is about aligning to a new point, catalyzing ourselves at a new place of inner resonance. And then I think post-June, and possibly even within the month of June, we are going to be at a new vibratory alignment, and that will enable us to emit the frequency that is going to attract us to our tribe. Many people, many clients have been searching for their like-minded, like-hearted tribe forever now. It's been years for some people. And this is very good news, I think, for us. I think the fact that this is talking about speaking a very distinct language and communicating that language with each other is talking about energies are at play to align us to a point of inner truth so that we can, in fact, recognize those other members of our quote-unquote tribe. So this is good. The other thing that I'm literally just going to touch on, because there's so much to talk about, is the mutable grand cross. We also have a grand trine that's activated. At the point of both of those is Jupiter. And the North Node is not too far off. It's only a few degrees off. So Jupiter, which is at 14 degrees Virgo, is at the point of both the Grand Cross and Grand Trine. So it's interesting that, because this is talking about expansion into health, into healing, into wholeness. And there's more to say there too, but there's no accident why Jupiter is playing such a key role in these two magnificent and very intense, especially the Grand Mutable Cross. The Mutable Cross of Jupiter in Virgo and Neptune in Pisces, along with Saturn in Sag and the Sun, the Moon, and Venus, all in Gemini. This is major inner tension, major reworking that's going on. And this is after so many of us have been through so much already. So there is an increased honing of our tuning fork body-mind system that's activated right now, okay? So, and of course it's a mutable Grand Cross. So all of those signs that I just mentioned are mutable signs. They're changing signs. They're adaptable signs. So what does that say? This is about us becoming adaptable. This whole chapter is about us letting go, breaking free of the binds that are false and unsustainable, and aligning with, going with the flow with the changes, the openings, the advancement, the growth edges that are calling. If you want to know how this mutable grand cross is affecting you distinctly, I have an offer on for me to create a personalized video for you, tapping into your distinct soul print and what this month, because it's the entire month of June where we're activated, is birthing in you. So I invite you to click on the link below if you'd like to order that and connect with me. Okay, so let's move on. Hi everyone, welcome to your June 2016 Alchemy Scope. So let me explain what's here and what's going to happen today. So I have not been well physically, and this session today is going to be quick, down, and dirty. We're going to just do a card spread. But the reason why I wanted to show you the Himalayan sea salt and the pebbles here and the Buddha board in the background, but mostly the rocks and the salt, is that the intention for the scopes for June was to be half the board, half the divination table be this creation, be an artistic channeling, but instead of pencil to paper, to be with the rocks and the stones and the salt, and a spread. But today it's just going to be a spread. So this is going to come. This is definitely going to come in a future scope, probably July. I'm definitely going to do the channeled art drawing scopes as well. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside while we get prepared. And in the meantime, let's get the Buddha board going. And this is so fabulous. I found this recently at an art store. So today, this is going to be June 2016. And as you all probably know by now, this is a grand square month. So this is going to be powerful. A lot of internal work, internal processing, a lot of compression and alignment that's going on. Internal frictions in order to align you with the essence self that is calling to come, your truth in all ways, total integrity. So let's get started. Gemini, welcome. So let's take a look. I'm going to tap into the Gemini-centric demographic, as I always do. I'm using my Siri deck this month, and we're going to check into the evolutionary impulse of your demographics unfolding on the macroscopic level, and we're going to take a look and see what event, circumstance, or situation is likely to be unfolding for your growth and evolution over the course of this month's mutable grand cross and your new moon, which is activating the grand cross. So you're playing such a beautiful key role. So let's take a look and see, what is it? What is unfolding for Geminis? I've already done a pre-shuffle before rolling the camera, as I always do. Let's finish it up though. So Gemini, what event, circumstance, or situation is likely to be unfolding this month? Gemini. Okay. You're getting an amazing reading, Gemini. I mean, there's something coming to an end, which isn't surprising with the cosmological events this month. But let's take a look. Okay. All right, Gemini. Give you a little heart before we start. Okay, so let's take a look here. You're wanting, Gemini, you're wanting alignment with regards to your exchanges with your neighbors, with your group, with your tribe, with your friends. I have a feeling this might be neighbors for a lot of you. But this is the deal. I mean, you're receiving an amazing spread, okay? So let's take a look at the center section, because the leaving, ending, slowing card is also coming up. So there are alignments, like there are things happening. Synchronicities always play out. Sometimes the synchronicities feel good. Sometimes the synchronicities don't feel good at all. So it's a matter of what's activated within and through us. High frequency self, low frequency self, misalignment, or alignment. So there's some new synchronicities that are unfolding for a lot of you out there. It could be, I mean, I want to say it's general life path related. It could be work or home. It could be family. But I want to say almost in a general way, like how you're feeling as a soul, as a being, you're feeling alignment. There's new alignment. However, in the month of June, you might be feeling, unsurprisingly, because this Grand Cross is a crunchy, frictioned vice that is calling, demanding, obligating us to align and to become, you know, aligned with our optimal self, with our true self, with our essence self, with our soul print. So in the month of June, at least for a good portion of Gemini-centric scope people out there, you might be feeling that the new synchronicities that maybe were unfolding, maybe they're slowed this month, which again would not be surprising. That's actually just part of what June has on offer really for all of us. So there's some halting, slowing. Now, another thing that it could mean, so for some of you, there's going to be a halting of new things that have been in flow. So there might be things were flowing and then all of a sudden there's a hold back. But it also could be that you're thinking about leaving, like you're thinking about doing something new and literally leaving where you're located and going somewhere new. So for some of you, and I actually feel that it's probably a bigger portion of a lot of you, that new synchronicities are continuing to unfold in June. And as you work on your inner alignment and really working on the stuff that's asking to come into its own, that there are synchronicities still playing out for some of you, and you maybe make a decision to leave. And that this is going to be part of your path, and it's going to be celebratory. So it might be that there's new vistas that await and that you have been thinking about. And indeed, it might be that by the end of this month, Gemini, that you might indeed decide to take a new road. Literally take a new road, take a new path. Because this is the deal. This is the deal. You're insisting on alignment, and you're insisting on alignment with community. So this is interesting. I think a lot of you are going to decide to leave where you're located and start making plans for the next step for yourself. So you're insisting on truth. You're insisting on truth for yourself. You want to be spiritually aligned. You want to be happy. You're ready. And you're wanting to be aligned specifically with community. So you want your trading, your exchanges, your relationships with your tribe, with your neighbors, with your people. Gemini, I'm so sorry. I had a camera malfunction. So I actually finished talking about your spread, and then I already pulled your archetype card. So we'll talk about this in a second. I'm going to put this aside. Let me refilm the end of what I talked about. So where I just left off the video was that you're wanting truth and alignment with your community, your neighbors, your tribe. So you're wanting alignment, and you're really at such a space of clarity. And I love this for you, because in the mental sector, in case I didn't talk about this in the previous clip, your mind is focused on persevering with spiritual depth, with your truth, your essence truth, your soul prince truth. That's why this move, potentially leaving, leaving one place and moving to another, there is celebration for that path. You have made up your mind. You're insisting that you want alignment. You've made up your mind that you want alignment, and your mind is focused on persevering with higher forces, persevering with your power, with your spiritual path, with your spiritual truth. Very powerful, this. Beautiful. So I am hoping that I got all the information in there. So then I did go ahead and pull your Carolyn Miss archetype card. So this is, I've used this before. And you received Saboteur as your growth edge. So this is what's asking for you to mature and evolve it over the course of this month of June, this powerful month of June. So I'm going to read it here. So Saboteur is about the evolution from inducing self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine yourself or others. And it's about evolving into highlighting your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. What I had said on the clip that didn't make it was, I just had an appointment with one of my patrons who has Gemini very prominent in her chart. And this could not be more aligned. So this is about the storyline, the growth of becoming self-empowered. And what changes would it bring? What changes would it bring for you to actually step into the growth edge and to actually face your fear and move yourself forward, evolve yourself into a deep, empowered state of being? Beautiful, this. I love this for you, Gemini. So let's go ahead and see what else we have for you for this month. Hi, everyone. Your I Ching micro story, a general energetic theme that's playing out for your particular sign, is listed on the card that you're reading now, as is your optimal goddess embodiment, the Dakini embodiment. Who are you to become to ride this June wave optimally? In order to save time this month, I'm just recording this once. And if you'd like, for those interested, because not everybody is, you are free to visit my website and go to the online library, where you can find the information for both your I Ching and your Dakini for the month of June 2016. Have a great month. Bye-bye.